Hey guys, my name's Doug with Infotainment.com. Today we're working in the 2013 to 2018 Ram 1500 truck. It also includes all of the heavy duties. Then this is also compatible with the 2019 through 2022 Ram 1500 Classic. Today I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to upgrade your basic speedometer cluster to the full digital cluster. This is the one that has the 7-inch EVIC digital display in the center. You can add all sorts of gauges and different things. It's really, really neat and it's very easy to install. Here at Infotainment.com, we'll actually program this to your specific truck. So we'll get your engine idle hours, your drive hours, your mileage. We'll program it all before we ship it to you. So it's 100% plug and play. So today I'm gonna show you in this specific truck how to install it, and I'll show you some of the features at the end. We'll kind of go through it. In this particular case, we are working on a gas truck. If you happen to have a diesel, just let us know and we'll be able to get you that specific cluster. So let's get started.
All right, so removing our gauge cluster in our Ram here is pretty simple. Around our gauge cluster bezel, we have 4 7mm screws going straight up in the top here. At the bottom on either side is just a plastic retaining clip. So once we get these out, we'll be able to pop this out. And in order to do that, I'm using an angle drill here. If you have just a ratchet, you should be able to get these out pretty easily. You're just kind of limited to the height because of how small this area is. Oops. Once you get those 4 out, you can grab a panel tool of sorts and pop the bottom sides out. Once those sides are free, up top here, you'll want to just pull down in the center, and then you can pull the whole bezel out. All right, now with our bezel out of the way, you can see we have 2 7mm screws right at the bottom on either side. We'll have to pull those out also. All right, now our gauge cluster is free. And what I find, it's easier if you lower your steering wheel. That way you can slide your cluster out. And I'll actually pull it out, and you only have one plug back here that you have to disconnect. And that's all there is to it. We'll set this aside. All right, now with our new gauge cluster here, this has been pre-programmed to the VIN of the vehicle, so everything will match. Our mileage and everything is all set and ready to go. All we have to do is plug this in. Set it back in here. Let me peel off this protective plastic layer. And we'll go ahead and return all of the 7mm screws that we pulled out. All right, now your bezel, pretty much same way we removed it. Pop in the bottom, and we'll put our 4 7mm back up. All right, and that's pretty much it. That's a super easy upgrade. Get you a nice big digital display here. All right, and that's all it takes to swap out your gauge cluster to a full digital gauge cluster. Let's turn it on and see what it looks like. As you can see, you got a nice big display compared to that old small one that we had on our OEM cluster. You have a bunch of options that you can scroll through. And actually, as we're in this page, let's scroll over and show you the idle hours, the driving hours, and the mileage. They all match. We had this programmed again for our vehicle. Everything is the way it should be. You can have your music straight on your display right here. Really nice, simple way to update the interior of your Ram truck. All right, so if you found this video interesting and you want to see more, head back to infotainment.com.